I'm very excited to make this video, and today I will tell you how I beat my phone addiction, or at least how I'm fighting it and winning it. Because it's a constant fight, you know. You have to be always alert, not to scroll too much, not to check your phone 20 times a day. And all of us have phone addictions these days. You have it, maybe you don't admit it, but you have it. If you can survive one day without even thinking about your phone, checking it at all, and not taking it with you, not scrolling in it, then you don't have a phone addiction. But chances are 99% of you have one. And you have trouble concentrating or some type of symptoms of ADHD. So I will tell you what I did in only 5 days to improve a lot my mental clarity, my focus, my concentration, by just looking less at my phone for 5 days. Now it's hard to not look at your phone. It's there. When you see it, you want to grab it, you want to see what's in there. You wonder, is there a notification? When you see your phone, your brain triggers dopamine to motivate you to grab it. And if you don't grab it, then dopamine will crash. And that's why you grab it, to continue to pick out the dopamine. The first thing I done was even not making it obvious that my phone is close. What I found out is that when my phone is close to me, I more often pick it up. So I will put it in the other side of the room, the other part of my room, or even the other room. Now the biggest improvement of my phone addiction came when I didn't take my phone in school. This was the place where I used my phone the most, where I scrolled the most, because it's boring there. There is nothing interesting, you don't do anything, they don't teach you anything useful, so you just scroll all day. You start by editing some videos, pretending you're doing something worthwhile, and then you start scrolling. So the first thing I did was not take my phone when I go out. And these 6 to 7 hours of dopamine detox really make the wonder. And the more you are dopamine detox, the less you will feel the need to check your phone, and the more you feel the bad symptoms after you check it, so you stop checking it. So the first 5 days to 1 week is the hardest and the most challenging, but after that it gets easy. So the first thing is to distance your phone from yourself. Take it in the other room and to not take it with you in school. And what's the interesting thing is that when I was in school, I didn't think about it once, but only when it's here with me, I wonder what's happening out there, and I want to check it. And we come to the second point, which is to not charge your phone. Now when it doesn't have battery, you know that even if you check it, nothing will happen, so you not want to check it. The desire to check it will disappear. And it's hard to find your charger to plug it in. When your phone's not charged, you look at it less. Now the moment when you stop using your phone is the worst, because your dopamine system is fucked, and without the TikTok that's kinda keeping you up when you are on it, when you face brutal reality and you stop with this TikTok or YouTube, your life will feel horrible, you feel dark, boring, but if you push through that 5-10 days, you actually feel a lot better afterwards. And we come to the third thing, which is you need to replace the space. Chances are that you want to watch your phone because you're bored, you don't have anything else to do. You just scroll and you're on there because you just want to fill up the space. But if you have something to do, even if it's not mentally challenging or demanding, like working or studying, you just pick up a book and start reading it. Even if it's not some book about business, even if it's just a Roman book. The first 15 minutes of reading the book are the hardest, starting to read, because your brain needs to collect its focus, but after you focus for the first 15 minutes, the attention transition is done, it will get easier to read the book, and you be distracted from your phone. You won't use your phone because you have some other thing to do. So you need to not only delete the bad habit, but replace it with something else to do. Even if it's not the most productive, something you think will benefit your life, just doing some boring thing will actually benefit your life. Because after a few days of doing that boring thing, you will find motivation, more motivation, because if you're reset a dopamine system to do even harder things, which will improve your life even more. So that's what it takes 5 days to improve your life. Which comes to another thing, which is go out more. The more you go out, the more you are engaged with the outside world, more dopamine you get from the places you see, from the sun, from the people around you, and the less you want to check your phone. If you're so addicted to your phone, then even if you're at a cafe or at the woods, you want to go and check it and scroll it. So it's best if you go out, but don't take your phone with you. And we come to the next, FOMO, fear of missing out. This is the worst out of all. This is what's killing the life inside you. This is fear that you might miss something very, very important. Someone might call you and you might miss some news, some information, which might be relevant. You might miss some call from your friend telling you about something, or you might miss someone texting you, but is it that important? And most of you probably don't have businesses to run and you can survive a day without your phone. You can check it in the evening for 5 minutes and see what you missed. Or if you want to meet your friend, you can call him and then leave your phone and go out. Delete your Instagram from your phone, put it on your laptop. So I ate before 2-3 minutes and my brain slowed down a lot. But it's sugar. When you eat carbohydrates, they raise your blood sugar and then insulin rushes in to digest this sugar from the blood into the cells, and this slows your brain. When you eat, all the blood goes from your brain to your stomach to digest the food, and when you eat sugar, carbohydrates, sugars, your brain gets slower, your focus gets wowzer, focus blurs, and you're more likely to take a wrong turn, especially to get your phone and to start scrolling. So I would recommend you to limit the amount of sugar that you eat. I have a whole separate video about sugar, about how to cure eating disorders, how you can manage your eating disorders and addictions. But when you ate a lot of cookies, maybe you want to lie down, you feel cozy, you want to just scroll on your phone, you don't care about standing up, doing something important. So this might be a problem. When you wait and you feel cozy, you will scroll on your phone. So you want to avoid eating sugars, highly processed foods also, and sugars, which will distract you and blur your focus. So the last thing, maybe it's not relevant to all of you, but I noticed that scrolling and this attention switch through many different things is what causes burnout. A lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs that I follow, say that they work all day. They work inside on a computer, but what happens is that when you work all day on some boring thing in the computer for 8 hours, then your dopamine system didn't get enough dopamine from going outside, from speaking to people, from looking at the sun, or from just walking. So you didn't get enough dopamine, so you want some dopamine hit from your phone. And you start scrolling, you start looking at videos, which will lead to new stress for your brain because it's registering new information. It will cause burnout. And this burnout will cause you to even look more and more on your phone, and it will become a mess. So you don't want to stay too much inside even working. You want to take walks around, you want to go out more, so you can be satisfied without your phone. And we will come to the next point, which is that your phone fills up some space of satisfaction that you need. So for example, you need social connections, but you're in your room, laying in your bed. You're too lazy to go to the gym or go outside and speak to someone, maybe even a stranger, so you will open Instagram to see what's happening there. Bam, dopamine hits. Your brain is lied to that you've interacted with people, but you didn't. You just fried your dopamine receptors. So instead of going out there and doing push-ups and training in the gym and fighting, you will go and play video games to get the status and recognition and everything else. This will satisfy you in the short term, this will kinda satisfy your brain in the short term, but long term will be very, very bad for your life. Because you will sense that your life degrades, but you'll be still kinda satisfied, so you don't stop doing these bad habits. You think that you play on your phone because you don't have anything else to do, but the truth is that you don't have anything else to do because you play on your phone. Because if you remove that scrolling, you will then not have entertainment, and you will want it from the inside to go and find some real entertainment. For example, if you can't look at girls on your phone, you're forced to go outside and to approach them. So how motivated you are and how hard you work and how much you will grind to improve your life will depend on your dopamine system and how fried or not fried your dopamine receptors are. The more you stay on your phone, the more you watch your phone, the more appealing content you watch, the more high movements, music you consume, the less motivated you'll be in the reward, because you already got the reward. Brain gets signals that you've already got the reward of people speaking to you, even if it's from a video. You already got the reward of status from playing on a video game, and you will not go out and chase the real achievements. So the way to actually improve your life and progress in life and actually feel better while progressing in life, while improving your life, is to cut out your phone, stop scrolling, stop your dopamine addiction. It will be easier for you to work out, it will be easier for you to work, to read, to talk to people, just because your brain is not frightened, you focus. So the first 5 days, the first week, the first month of dopamine detox, of using your phone less, of not using TikTok, is the hardest. But I promise you, after some time, you get better and better. Your life will get better and better. Your experience will get better and better. You will regain the chaos you used to experience out of life. Now your life is probably grey and dark, but you regain the chaos from life. Get rid of your phone, distance it from yourself, and distract yourself with something else, like reading a book, even if it's a boring book, even if you don't focus on the book, just not using your phone. This should be your main concern, to not use your phone. Not to work hard, not to grind, not to do push-ups. But the first 1-2 weeks you just want to stop using your phone, not view your phone. And then after a while you get the motivation to do other things. Other things like workouts, like work will feel more pleasurable to you, because they will be the place you get dopamine from. So yeah, I hope you take this advice seriously and go. And so after you get rid of your dopamine addiction, now you want to go out in the real world and make some achievement, get some status, get some money, get some fast cars. I don't have a fast car, but I will have soon. Just now I don't have one, but I'm working for it. Maybe get girls, muscle, friends. But for all those things, you need to compete. Other men want the same thing. You know what wars are: for influence, for power, resources. Wars are just armies of men competing with each other. So you need to compete with other people for those resources. And the strongest, the smartest, the sharpest one will win. You don't have a sense that you're in competition, but business, making money, getting girls, it's all competition. So you want to be as competitive as possible. And this will happen through you increasing your testosterone. Testosterone will make your muscles stronger. Your ability of hard work will increase, because testosterone makes effort feel good. Your muscles will increase, you'll get better jawline, and you'll have more focus, more drive. The more testosterone you have, the less pain you experience, and also the less cold you feel. The less worse your testosterone levels are, the more cold you feel. The more testosterone you have, you feel your blood boil. So if you want to increase your testosterone, go and check my course. I made a course specific on testosterone, everything you need to do, 20 steps to increase it. You can go see that course, check it out. If you find it interesting, you can buy it. It's not a lot of money, but I think the information you will get from it, and if you implement it, you'll be a lot more valuable than your $10. The information itself is valuable, but if you implement it, you will get a lot more value than the $10. Think about it. If you spend it on a Coke and a chips and a burger, you eat them and you feel sick afterwards. But if you get my course and you read everything, and then you implement maybe 20% of it, your life will increase, your testosterone will increase, and you boost your experience of life overall. You'll be more competitive, you'll get more resources. Yeah. So go out and buy the course. I hope you like that video. Hope you find it useful. If you implement 10% of it, you see difference. Implement 100% of it, you will see total difference in your life. Hope this is a new channel that I've made separate from my Vox channel. In this channel I will talk only about self-improvement, and here you will see only videos of me talking. There will be more self-improvement on this channel, so subscribe and like this video, because we need to grow the channel.